Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Ark Survival Ascended, and I'm going to show you how to, on official settings, run the dragon solo with only a single tame. Now it's super easy, you just need to know the strategy behind it and what to do and how to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you right now. Now all you're going to need is a Megaloceros, one with decent health, and that's pretty much the important thing. And decent health being like 8,000 health is more than enough, and a good saddle if you can find one. Not required to have a good saddle, but it makes it a lot easier. And then you want to put about 15 veggie cake, maybe 20 depending on how high health it has, and then some berries so it doesn't eat the veggie cake right away. Now that's it. That's all you need. Now, for your inventory, you're going to need the best shotgun that you can have. Unofficial, the cap is around 300, 350, so make sure you get as close to that as possible. On unofficial, just get it as good as you can. You want about 1,000 shots, and that should be enough to take it on the lowest level. You won't be able to do it on alpha because there's just not enough time. If there was enough time, you could, but not, with how it is. So, yeah, that's all you need access to. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start this boss fight just so you can see. I'm wearing ghillie. You can wear whatever you want. Ghillie is going to help you with the heat inside of the boss arena because it's stupid hot. And I'm also going in with almost broken ghillie just to show you how to deal with it in case something happens. So if you don't mind, smash that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and then consider subbing to the channel. I'm getting super close to 100K, and that's been my dream all along. But I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do this. If you want to run it on alpha, you probably need at least 5 people, by the way. And I'll walk you through that as well, as long as I'm going through this. So the secret right off the bat, shoot him, because as soon as you shoot him, he's going to fire a fireball at you. You want to avoid that fireball, but it basically brings his aggro to you, and you want to get his aggro to you as quick as possible and then start raining shots on this thing. Because of the fact that early game, pretty much that best damage that you can get is a shotgun. No, there's no early game tame, not for like the first 6 months of you playing, that is going to be able to take out the dragon super easily, just because he does so much damage that is percentage based. So that fireball that you see, yeah, it does a ton of damage, but that's not the dangerous thing. The dangerous thing is when he lands on the ground and he actually does his damage with his fire breath attack, because the fire breath attack does 10% HP damage no matter what. So if you've got a tame with 100 million thousand whatever it is health, right, no matter what, they're taking 10% damage. If your tame has 10 health, they're going to take 1 damage. So yeah, so that in combination with the bite that he has makes this the most dangerous boss that you can face in Ark. So basically our goal right now is to get as quickly as we can to get up underneath him. The reason is the dragon actually, when you are underneath him, doesn't have the ability to bite a Megaloceros. You can see that he's trying to bite in front of him and he literally can't do it. So you can literally sit under this thing and just rain shots on him. And yeah, it's not the hardest part of this boss fight, by the way. This is the easiest part. So he can't hit the Megaloceros. And the reason that you're bringing those sweet veggie cakes and the berries is because you will occasionally take a few hits trying to get to this point right here. Sometimes it takes you a second to figure it out. Or when you're fighting his little minions, he will actually knock you around a little bit. So you just want to be careful of that, right? So, yeah, that's kind of the strategy. You're just going to rinse and repeat this exact thing. Now, when he spawns in his minions, he's going to spawn in Daimos and Pteranodons, right? You want to try and take as many of those out with your shotgun as possible. I'm just going to tell you that ahead of time because it's going to make your life a lot easier. The dangerous ones are the Daimos, because the Daimos will do damage to the player. Your tame should be able to tank most of the hits from the Pteranodons because of those sweet veggie cakes. But when it comes to the Daimos, those are going to be the ones you want to take out as quick as possible. Fortunately, they're quite a bit slower, so you can kind of run in circles with the elk that you're on, or whatever you want to call it. And you can pretty much avoid the Megaloceros, right? You can pretty much avoid them for the most part until you want to shoot them. Now, it does become a little chaotic once he lands. Just be aware of that. You will kind of get into a little bit of trouble once he lands, because when he's landed, plus he's called in all of his tames and stuff like that, he can do quite a bit of damage and kind of lock you in place. You just want to know what to do. I will show you how to deal with that in just a second here, because he's eventually going to call him in. So see that fire breath right there? As soon as he does that fire breath, that's when he calls in all of his tames. So we can avoid them just by kind of jumping around a little bit and then swinging. So we can do a bunch of damage to their heads because the Pteranodons will catch you, and you kind of just want to run while you're attacking them, right? So because you're solo, you want to just like bring them off to the side, and the more damage we can do to them, the better, because these are the ones that are going to attack the tame and not us. And if we can kind of just take them out of the way, we're pretty golden. So they're a little bit mate boosted right now because they have multiple in. You can see the dragon is starting to land, and you can see that the Daimos are starting to come near us. So the Pteranodons are not our concern right now. The concern is the dragon. So because he's on a ledge, we're not going to try and get to him. When he's on a ledge like that, it's going to prevent you from being able to get a good thing. So you want to go back to this flat zone that we have over here, and you'll see that the Daimos are starting to catch us now, and so are the Pteranodons. There we go. So they're not mate boosted anymore, so they take that increased damage. And now we're going to go underneath. Now he's going to hit us with that fire probably, yeah. But because we're able to get underneath pretty quickly, what we're able to do... All right, there we go. So I think the Daimos, for some reason, have decided they don't want to play anymore, which is good. So, what is going on? Oh, there's a Daimo there. I take it back. Where is he? There he is. He's on the floor. Okay. So see how it got my ghillie mask there? So we're going to go ahead and keep hitting him. And as soon as we get that Daimo, there's a couple more that looked like they were locked underneath him. Keep an eye on your health, because you want to definitely watch out for these Daimos. They will destroy your day. And yep, so we can kind of just smoke them by running in circles, or you can use the shotgun on them, and that helps a ton as well. Because they're so small, it's kind of difficult to use the shotgun, so our goal is to get underneath as quick as possible, right? Now, keep an eye on your health, because we want to make sure that these Daimos aren't going to kill us. We want to just, like, sit still, right? As long as we're just calming down, we will eventually kill these Dimorphodons. We've got 2 of them down. And see how I'm watching my health right now? I've only used like, what, 15 med brews? Most of the Daimos are down. Did we get them all? There's 1 left. So we're just going to use our shotgun to kill this one. There we go. And then we're going to go back underneath the dragon. We're kind of going to rinse and repeat this thing the whole time. So we want to get to him as quick as possible. If we can avoid a fire breath, that's our goal. See how I got underneath and I didn't get hit by a fire either? That's the strat right there. And then we're just going to rinse and repeat this. So... yes, it can be a little dangerous. What the heck? He's not taking damage? What is going on here, huh? Am I somehow inside of his foot? There we go. Okay, so that was a little glitchy game. Yes, I understand that I'm using a literal glitch to kill him, but still, you get the point. There we go. We're back to normal. All right, so he will stay here as long as he can. Now, if you're fighting this with multiple people, what you want to do is not hit him with the other dinos. As soon as you hit him with the other dinos, he's going to be aggroed to the other dinos. And that's not great. So bring in, when you have like more than 1 person, like I'm trying to do it right now, if you bring everyone on Megaloceros or people on Rhinos or any medium-sized tame, he will not aggro to them because he'll keep his aggro on you and the thing that is directly underneath him, like I am right now. So we've got him beneath 50%, and it hasn't even been 10 minutes. So not too shabby. So solo, probably the only thing you're going to be able to do is run this thing on gamma, because running it on alpha, you just literally can't do enough damage to the dragon. Not on official settings, at least. On unofficial, if you had a good enough shotgun, you probably could, but on official settings, you are not able to do that. So remember, we want to get as much damage off as possible, so always be popping shots on him. And as soon as he calls that fire breath attack down, remember, where he's going to call in all his minions. So we're going to go avoid the blast right there. And he will probably call another fire breath attack in here in a second. Oh man, really? You're just gonna hit me with a couple of these, buddy? That's not very nice. So keep shooting at him. We want to never waste our moments here. So there's another attack. We're gonna go in and locate ourselves in a nice little corner and see if we can find some of these Pteranodons and pick them off before they even get in. Okay, I may have taken a little bit. Yep, there we go. I figured I'd take damage from that. All right, so now that I've taken a little bit of damage, this is where I kind of wanted to show you what I had that came in with the broken armor anyways. What we're going to do is we're going to kind of do the same thing we were doing earlier where we were running in circles from these things. And we're kind of just going to jump away and do our best to kind of pull the Pteranodons and keep these things in smaller chunks, right? So again, see how we've got the Pteranodons? We're almost killed them. Now we're going to focus on the Daimos and the last Pteranodon. And we want to just avoid that fire breath attack. And as much damage as we can do to these things, they're almost dead. There's that one. And there's a couple more of them. Looks like they have a mate boost. There we go. So there's that one. And again, just remain calm. This is why you have med brews. Don't forget that. You got med brews for a reason. We've got our chest piece. Okay, there's one more Daimo. That should be the last Daimo. Oh, there's one more Dymo. There we go. Okay, so go into your armor, put your armor back on, and just take your time. Because as soon as you freak out, right, that's when you lose this boss fight. So just remain calm. I know that sounds weird, but don't do anything crazy, because you start hitting E, you might get bit by him, and just slow down. People have a tendency to make big mistakes in this boss fight, because this is one of those ones where as long as you do everything the way it's supposed to be done with this Megaloceros, it's not difficult. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all you got. So that's all we got to do. We just got to sit and smoke this thing from underneath. Now, I would have your person that's the best at giving out instructions be the person on the Megaloceros if you're using this not solo, by the way. But if you are solo, just sit underneath like I am right now, and it's super easy. You just literally have to left click. So we might have to do one more survival run here, but oh well. Again, avoid that. That will do big damage to you. There is no used to be able to hide underneath a ledge where he was, but unfortunately they kind of got rid of that little cheesy hack. And yeah, come on now. Is he gonna do his fire breath? I'm waiting for it. There it is. All right, so we're gonna go and reload as long as we have a chance. We're gonna see if we can take out some of these pteranodons before they even get to us here, huh? Oh, I got one of them. Nice. Oh, that was a big mistake on my part. Okay, so I might be in a little bit of trouble here because I wasn't paying attention. So now I got to keep an eye out for that fireball. There we go. All right, so again, we're kind of trying to take out these Dymos as quick as possible because they're the ones that can damage us. If you back up slowly, they have a hard time hitting your character model. So just do that. See how I'm just like backing up slowly, moving into a corner. This is one of the better ways to kill him, especially if he's not aggroed to you. This is a perfect example, actually, because they can't really do a good circle on you. And yeah, it makes it very difficult for them because their hitboxes are quite terrible. All right, so we've only got one left. That's awesome. And again, what we're doing, we're aiming for his feet. Try and get a void. Yep, we wanted to avoid that, but we took it there. All right, so I know there's a Dymo. There's one. He's doing a little damage to me. As soon as we kill that Dymo, pretty sure that's the last Dymo too, we can just unleash on this guy. Yup, and that's it. So you've seen me deal with it a couple of different ways now, but the big thing is don't freak out. Try and get underneath him because he can't bite you. He is not your concern. The concern is the Dimorphodons because they're the ones that are going to do damage to you. Now, if you bring Ghillie, it's got to be really good Ghillie. I would encourage you to bring Flak instead, or whatever has high durability. Because the armor I don't care about because you can always heal past armor, but you can't heal past durability. So if your things are all breaking, bring a couple of spare sets, and that's what you want to do. And again, yeah, so avoid that fire shot, the big bomb that he kind of tossed out, because if you avoid that big bomb, that's really the hard, I mean, I guess that's going to be break your armor the quickest. So this should be my last round set I put into him. There he goes. Boom. Just like that. That's all you got to do. All right, so the cool thing about this is you can no longer lose the loot. You actually can just go over to the supply crate that he drops and pick it all up. It's nice. It's not bad at all. So come on now. There we go. And that's it. That's all you have to do in order to get the everything that you need. So yeah, so let's review real quick. Basically, Megaloceros, good armor sets, as many as you think you need, good shotgun, lots of shots. Remain calm, and then the priority is killing the Dimorphodons and Pteranodons, and then focus the dragon, because you can just sit underneath him and he can't attack the Megaloceros. That's probably one of the best things that you can do in order to prevent getting smoked by this boss. So that's it. That's all I got. So hopefully this video helps you out. And again, if you don't mind, smash that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and consider subbing to the channel. All right, Teach.